Assuming this is on. Hey guys, how you doing? Uh, I know I'm a day late with this, but I wanted to make just a short little video for National Coming Out Day. I realized it was yesterday. Saw a few of my fellow YouTubers coming out videos as well as videos marking October 11th as Happy National Coming Out Day. So I guess I just wanted to kind of make a coming out video of my own, I guess. So I don't know how well this will go because it's kind of complicated actually. But I guess I guess just to start with, I think I've always been, for the most part, always attracted to guys. 'Cause I remember pretty much thinking about them all the time and just wanting, not feeling that at all with females. Now I've had some great female friends in the past, but in terms of I guess touch or intimacy or affirmation, perhaps, I guess I just maybe I felt a little more comfortable. Like say if I was sad or something like that, I would want another one of my peers to kind of be there for me, and that would always mean a lot. And my male peers, I should say. And so anyway, I guess I had heard about for the longest time though about those that were gay, and I just upon hearing about all the negative things that they encountered, like either being teased or made fun of, or even heaven forbid, like they either get thrown in jail or murdered as a result. Um, and I don't want to be one of those people. So for many years in my teens, I I kind of kept it hidden. It was something I always thought about, like when I went to bed, kind of more so, and I guess acted upon. But in 2001, about a year or so after I graduated high school, I began looking up some, I guess, church people would call it inappropriate websites, I guess, and or like porn, I guess, and because at that time I was already involved in a church setting for several years already, and actually already had been about 1 year into uh, into assistant leadership in my youth group. So that was that was a conflicting place to be, to tell you the honest truth, to say the least. So anyway, at that time, I didn't know that computers or the internet function had a history button on them. So my stepmom found those websites I was at, and she she didn't know what to do. She would feel, well. First of all, it was her computer because we didn't have one of our own yet. So she came and confronted me, lovingly though, of course, which I'm very thankful for, and because she wanted to ask me just some questions, like she didn't know maybe if I didn't know whether or not I needed some help, I needed some counseling to kind of maybe figure myself out at least, or whether just point blank that I was a homosexual or a gay person, and it was there that I finally realized, okay, you know what, I am gay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I wasn't looking at those images of males in sexual positions or whatever, um, that would never have been a question. I would have always thought about um, or been attracted to girls then. But because this came up and was caught, basically, I had no choice but kind of to admit myself that I was attracted to males, and it hurt. It did, because I was scared of what it was going to mean for my involvement in the church. Because at that point, the church was all I had. I didn't have a lot, if many, friends at all growing up, and I was what I was, as my stepmom called me, a late bloomer, and that's very true. I didn't start getting friends until I was like grade 10. Well, I had one in grade 8, but then it kind of went up from there. But I was always such a jerk in junior high, just because like arrogant and always kind of a teacher's pet, I guess. That kind of made me look arrogant because I felt like I was kind of throwing my weight around in terms of following the rules and stuff and being good and not getting into trouble. So anyway, so time went by after me and my stepmom had that conversation, and I started coming out a little bit to close people that I knew, even those in the church, and they were all fine with it. The only issue being when I told my pastor, because I knew he was going to have to know, he did say point blank that even though he loved me, he wanted me to go get help for it to try to reverse things, to not be attracted to males. And at that time, I thought it was possible because I had heard all of these testimonies, these stories of people, of guys, or even girls, lesbians, that had come out of of a gay or lesbian lifestyle, and we'd have to take them at their word for it for being truly happier in their new way of life. Um, Now, for those of you gay people and lesbians and LGBT people watching, you might think that, and may be very skeptical about that sort of thing. But there was a part of me that really, really wanted to believe that because I prayed for so long that I wouldn't be gay, for God to take that away from me, um, and be an example of Christ for His kingdom and to lead other people to Christ. Which, when you think about it, it's a pure and honest lifestyle being a Christian, and I at that time I didn't see myself doing anything else. So you can imagine my confusion and my extreme heartbreak many years later, as of last year of 2012, last summer, where my emotions and my pent up, keeping most of my homosexuality a secret and not being able to um, meet other gay people for fear of backlash from my church community, um, got to me. And there were many reasons why I did this, but I decided to leave the church. I didn't feel I could be who I was. The amount of faith that I and sacrifice I had to put into being a Christian just wasn't fitting anymore, and he was hurting me a lot more than what it was many years prior. I wish I could go back to my young days of getting started in Christianity, because that was fun. It was fun to me, and I had a lot of great memories. But as time went by, the novelty wore off, and it wore off for many years, and I still just went through the motions, so to speak, and I couldn't take it anymore. So so I had to leave 95% of my friends behind in the church because, in my opinion, I didn't have really anything much in common with them other than a connection to Christ, which I don't have anymore. Um, and it's sad that, because, like I said, it's when you think about it, it's like you want to be a good person, and from what I was taught, being a Christian was a good thing. Like, you aren't getting into trouble, you're trying to be help people along the way by being loving to them in many ways. See, this is one of the reasons why I wish I wasn't gay, was because if it wasn't for that, part of me might still be in the church by now. Might still be in the church today. Uh, but I knew eventually that became too much of a conflict, and I had to do something about it because I was gonna drive myself crazy or go insane. And honestly, I feel I did kind of go in a little bit insane last year, because I I didn't know who I was anymore, and part of me still doesn't really know exactly who I am, but ever since I made that decision last year to quit the church, I mean, it just kind of embrace myself as a gay person, or try to at least. I feel that's been a lot of pressure been lifted off my back. Um, it has hurt because I don't have those people around me anymore, and it really sucks because about 95% of the time I'm on my own. You know, um, I'm alone. I don't have many friends to really turn to because they're too busy with their work schedules or with families, and it's frustrating. And I can't blame those people for that because life happens, but it's just frustrating. And but at the same time, you know what? I don't have to carry that secret around with me anymore, um, or the closet skeletons, I should say. I don't have to lug those around anymore. I can just if the topic ever comes up, if I'm with somebody, I can just I'm not afraid really anymore to tell them point blank that I'm a gay person. Now I do approach it with sensitivity. Um, I tell them it's like, okay, well, prepare yourself. I am a gay person, because some people might not be prepared to hear that. Especially people that are younger than me. Like, I'm 31 now, so maybe people in their 20s can, especially in this day and age. But especially those like teenagers, especially those that have come up through the church, through Christianity, whether you're Pentecostal or you are Catholic or Anglican or whatever. At least from my teen years, somebody's messaging me. From my teen years, uh, I definitely would have not preferred to know anything about gay homosexuality, lesbian, that, because it wasn't that time for me to understand that. I was too immature, and I guess those that are around that age, they're probably not ready to hear it either. So I do have to use um, discretion when I am around people, and of course only when the topic comes up. It's like if people ask me, it's like, are you married, or are you seeing somebody, you have a girlfriend or something like that. I will tell them no. Simply, it's like, no, I'm not. I'm a gay person. So still getting used to that a little bit, I'll admit, but at least now I don't have to carry that burden around with me anymore. So I know I'm kind of rambling here, so that's kind of how it's been for me. I've been very fortunate, really, um, for the people that have been around me. Nobody's ever treated me harshly or threatened to hurt me or anything like that. Nobody's ever hated against me, but there have been different, like, opinions and agreements about it, and especially when it comes to people that are in the Pentecostal side of things in the church. And I'm not going to fault those people for that. Like, they believe what they want to believe, and if they want to believe what the Bible says, hey, you do that. Like I said, it's a pure and wholesome lifestyle Christianity. So one thing I will never do is I will never denounce anybody from that. I'll never try to lead anybody away from that, because if it's going to keep them out of trouble in many ways, then do it like that. So anybody who comes to Christ, I'll be proud. I'll be proud of. Stupid phone. Um, so yeah. So I have been fortunate, and I just hope it continues that way. And for all my friends out there that are watching this, I know you're not gonna be able to totally agree with me. Um, I just now know I don't totally agree 100% with your beliefs, I guess. I wish I did. Um, then it would make things so much easier, but I can't control how I feel. I can't control who I am, who I truly am. And for those of you that are watching this, that are struggling whether or not you do want to come out of the closet, first of all, know for sure when you're comfortable and when it's your time. Don't ever rush it, because you're gonna place yourself in a bad situation that you emotionally will not be able to handle. I knew I had to take my time. I had to take about a decade to fully come out, um, since 2001 up until last year, so it was over a decade. But I was coming out in bits and pieces along the way, so it's a little bit different. But everyone's got their own different ways of doing things like that, you know. So anyway, happy National Coming Out Day. Like I said, I'm a day late, but never better late than never, right? So, if you have any questions or anything like that, uh, feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe down below. And check out the rest of my channel. I do a lot of Elton John covers. We play another gay man, by the way. By the way, I became interested in Elton in '95 around the time the Lion King came out, and I didn't know he was a gay man. I really didn't. So to me, that's a total coincidence. I happen to be interested in his stuff, and piano too. I like the sound of piano anyway. So contemporary music is what I'm into. So anyway, that's my story. You know, I may have left some things out, but I can't remember them all off the top of my head. This is totally unscripted. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and especially those that are in the closet, so to speak. You'll know when you're ready, and you take your time. Okay. I love you all, and peace out.